Hi, thanks for joining me today. It's Friday, December 18th. It's a fact check Friday, and I've got a fun one for you today. I'm steering away from this topic, and we're just going to make it easy. We're going to check out PolitiFact and how they actually fact-checked a joke. But they didn't tell you it was a joke. So that's going to be real good. But first, let me turn the flames on here in the jungle and remind you that if you like this video, you can really help me out by hitting that like button. Let's get to 150 likes on this video today. That's my goal. And we can do that by you hitting the like button and sharing this with someone else. But let's talk about what PolitiFact did here today. This is something that came out just before the election on November 1st. This happened at a rally. Trump was speaking at a rally, and he was talking about an incident that happened in Texas. Okay, so let's just go to the story from PolitiFact. It's about Donald Trump. Says his supporters were, quote, protecting Joe Biden's campaign bus in Texas. That sounds interesting. This is by Miriam Valverde. She is the excellent fact checker that did this story with PolitiFact. Fact-checking Trump's claim that his supporters were protecting Biden's campaign bus in Texas. It says, videos posted on Twitter show a Joe Biden campaign bus traveling on a highway surrounded by trucks and other vehicles flying Trump flags. The Biden campaign said that the vehicles tried to slow down the bus and run it off the road, and the staffers called 911 concerned for their safety. President Donald Trump had a different take on the incident. Quote, "You see the way our people, they were protecting the bus yesterday," Trump said in November 1st during a rally in Michigan. "Because they were nice. There are hundreds of cars." Okay. So right off the bat, this fact checker is claiming that Trump just casually said, "You see the way our people, they they were protecting the bus yesterday." Trump said. Said implies that this was something truthful, that this was something that was said matter-of-factly. Said does not imply a joke, does it? No. And I don't know if this fact checker just didn't understand a joke or if she intentionally misunderstood it to misrepresent what happened. I'm not a mind reader, so I'm not sure about that. But I want to put this into context. Okay? The claim is that Trump said supporters were protecting Biden's bus. That's the claim. That Trump actually said that. So rather than just going to a Twitter video, let's go to the actual video of Trump at a rally in Michigan.
Does anybody have a coat I could use, please? This is definitely not the right one.
Right there. He started it off with a joke. And that's what the Trump rallies were. They seemed like big stand-up events. It was as much a stand-up comedy show as it was a political rally, in my opinion. And having done stand-up myself, I got to say he's killing it. I think 90% of comedians would love to have the comedic chops that Trump has. Now, if you're someone that hates Trump, maybe you can't see that these are jokes. But believe me, they're jokes. And that's what's really important. If you're trying to convey something that happened, if everyone is laughing and having fun, you need to put that into your fact check. You need to say Trump was joking and the crowd laughed and cheered. But that didn't happen in this fact check. This fact checker says that, you see the way our people, they were protecting his bus yesterday, Trump said. Just like that. According to this fact checker, it wasn't a joke. So what I want to do for you is play for you a little bit of the speech leading up to when he made that joke. And you can decide for yourself if it was a joke or if he was actually making that claim. Let's take a look.
You know, it's amazing. Nobody saw the debate, I'm sure, the other night, right? Nobody? Do you notice the way I kept saying, Joe, why didn't you do it? He'd say, well, I would do this, and I would do that, and I would. I said, Joe, why didn't you do it? You were there for 47 years, and you just left 3.5 years ago. Why didn't you do it, Sleepy Joe, you sleepy guy? Sleepy. You see him now, he's got the shades on. Comes out. Hey, be quiet up there, be quiet. He said, they keep clapping up there. They're all our people. We have more people show up. They're our people. No, he's very agitated. You know how angry he is? He's so angry. You know why he's angry? Because he's losing. That's why he's angry. No, he's very agitated. I don't think he knows he's losing. I don't think he knows anything, actually. No, he's very, very angry and agitated. But now he's got the shades. What do they call them? Aviators? But they're too small. They should be bigger, Got the little shades on, doesn't have to work on the eyes. But it is something. Do you see the way our people, they were protecting his bus yesterday because they're nice. So his bus, they had hundreds of cars. Trump, and the American flag. That's it. You see Trump and American flag.
And there you have it. That's the context. You can decide for yourself whether that was a joke or not. To me, that was a joke where he said, the way they were protecting his bus yesterday because they were nice. That's a joke, and it's funny. And not only is it funny, the audience laughed at it. And that's a sign that something might be a joke. But PolitiFact, in this fact check, they pretend as though Trump just stated that as a matter of fact. And that is, well, that's frankly, that's a joke. When we scroll down and we go through all our things and we get down to the ruling, Trump said his supporters were protecting Biden's campaign bus in Texas. There's no evidence to show that's what happened, and the FBI is investigating Biden's campaign, said the vehicles with Trump supporters tried to slow down the bus and run it off the road as it was traveling on a highway to campaign events. Trump supporters on social media indicated that the intended message was that Biden's team was not wanted in Texas, and a collision happened in the process. We rate Trump's claim pants on fire. Yeah. They rated Trump's joke pants on fire because it was a joke. This is not something to fact check. In fact, the collision that happened was with an actual Biden supporters vehicle, not a Trump supporters vehicle. I believe. You can fact check me on that. But it is interesting that they don't mention who was involved in the collision. The fact checker here is leading you to believe that the Trump supporters caused a collision. That didn't happen either. And again, one of the many problems with PolitiFact doing this, putting out these bogus fact checks, is that other news media will then take the PolitiFact article and run it in their own local media. And they pass on that same information. That's a problem. And if PolitiFact can't get a joke right, what good are they? I'll give you one more thing that I like to do when I read a fact check story, and that is I like to go to the Twitter of the author. And that's where they give it all away. That's where they let you know their own political bias. And here, Miriam Valverde, she tweeted on October 7th of this year. I didn't even have to scroll back that far. Trump has denounced Russia over reports that it offered bounties to kill U.S. troops in Afghanistan. Trump has said that the intelligence about Russian bounties was not credible. Now, the second part of that is true. Or actually, both parts of this are true, right? Trump has not denounced these reports, and Trump, said that they were not credible. Well, it turns out that the reports were not credible. There was no reason for him to denounce them because there was no evidence for them whatsoever. In fact, many fact checkers have blown this story apart. But yet, Miriam here, working for PolitiFact, she fell for that bogus story. And not only did she fall for it, she tweeted about it. Has she corrected it? She hasn't. The internet never forgets. But that's it. I tried to come up with something a little fun for you today. An example of how PolitiFact is a joke because they fact check jokes. It'd be funny if it weren't so sad. But do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm trying to get to 150 likes on this video. Share it with someone else. Let me know your thoughts about fact checking a joke in the comments, and have an awesome day. Peace.